What's going on, y'all? First of all, let me just put this out here. I am in pain, okay? And I gotta set me up a doctor's appointment because, baby girl, I really don't know what's going on. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with the arthritis that I have in my knees. If y'all don't remember, I remember telling you guys about the fact that because of the injuries that I sustained to my knees, you know, my left one was injured in a car accident that my aunt did. You know, it bammed into the back of the passenger seat so bad that it got bruised the fuck up so bad that it was just messed up. I was out of commission for a minute. The right one, you know, I injured that in a slip and fall because it got fractured underneath, and that injury has been messing with me for years, okay? And my doctor told me when we was looking at it, oh yeah, you're gonna get only early onset arthritis because of these injuries. And now I'm really, really feeling it, okay? Because my knees have been acting up, and it's not due to the weight, because even with my weight, they have not been bothering me. But like, for some reason this year, this winter, this cold weather, they have been bothering me, and my left one is bothering me so bad today. Like, I got to be careful when I stand up because, bitch, I'm going to lose my balance. That's what I'm so scared of, and I hope I don't, you know. It's just a mess. And it's been cold as shit outside. It has been cold as hell outside. It's probably single-digit weather. Last night, early this morning, even when I woke up, it was like negative degrees outside. I said, what is happening? What is really going on? I just don't understand. But I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are out here being warm, okay, as possible. Girl, it's just been a lot. Let's get into this, what it is. I'm not going to say what I normally say because y'all know I can be on here and keep on talking. I don't know what 2022 is giving at this point, because so far all I've been seeing is we literally have one more week, or the rest of this week and a couple of days left of freaking January, and how many people have passed away already? Okay. The fuck was that? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It was a piece of granola because I had some granola for breakfast. Let me tell y'all something. First of all, Ashley has been on this health kick, okay? I told y'all I'm getting myself together. No more excuses, no more putting stuff off or whatever. I've been eating my salads, girl. It literally feels like at this current moment, because my lunch is in an hour, it literally feels like my goddamn back and stomach are meeting like this, okay? I ate my granola for breakfast, okay? I'm trying to eat 3 meals a day, bitch. I'm trying to eat 3 meals a day, even if it's small meals, because I cannot eat 3 meals a day. I have to force myself to eat 3 meals a day. I know it may not look like it, but I do, okay? And so I had some granola or whatever this morning. I have a salad and, you know, some egg and a bagel or whatever this afternoon for lunch. You know, something small, because I don't want nothing heavy while I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to cut down on that. I don't know what I'm going to eat when I get home, if I eat something. But your girl, I'm losing a couple of more pounds. I like that, okay? I got to start off on some happy note. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm about to go into a whole bunch of deaths that happened this weekend. And it's just, oh my God. But I'm getting back on track. That's the moral of the story. Your girl trying to eat good. I haven't ordered out this whole week for lunch. I brought my lunch, so I am proud of myself for that. I don't care if you don't clap, but bitch, I clap for myself. It is the smallest thing and the simplest things that get you through the day sometimes. But let's get into, like I said, I don't know what 2022 is giving. We have had a couple of more deaths that happened, you know. Legendary singer and actor, this is from Variety, you know, the singer and actor Meatloaf. I don't know if y'all heard of him, but I've definitely heard of him. You know, he had one of these popular songs that everybody should know, or probably heard the melody to in a commercial or whatever. I would do anything for love, but I wouldn't do that. And there's been so many parodies and different remixes to it or whatever. It kind of reminds me of the Celine Dion song it all coming back to me now. You know how dramatic it is? That's how dramatic Meatloaf's song was. But he was cool. He was cool. He was 74 years old. You know, he passed away last Thursday night. He was with his wife, Deborah, who was by his side. You know, it was confirmed in a statement from the family on Facebook, and they just haven't said what his cause of death is. That's unfortunate. My condolences go out to him. Emmy-winning actor, comedian, Louie Anderson. Some of y'all may know him from Coming to America. That's like probably one of the earliest parts where you know him from. He was working in McDowell's, okay? But he's just been on a lot of stuff. He passed away, unfortunately, at 68 years old. They said he had complications from blood cancer. Oh, God, it's like a lot of our people are just... And I'm not going to say suffering in silence. They choose not to put all that out there. And then I'll tell you this. If I ever get really, really sick, y'all won't know, okay? I don't know. I just feel a way about, you know, unless it's something that can be a teachable moment that to be made aware of, so that people can be like, you know, be on the lookout for this, because this is what I miss. I don't want this to happen to you. Then I put it out there. But if it's not something like that on that level, I just, you know, I'm not going to put my business out there like that, because I'm not the type of person, and I know I put my stuff out there to the point about like depression and stuff like that and emotional stuff, but a lot of people deal with that, and a lot of people suffer in silence with that. So therefore, that's why I say my experience, to make it seem like, and make you know that you're not alone. You know what I'm saying? But other stuff, I'm a very private person. You probably don't believe it, but I am. So I understand when celebrities or whatever, or even anybody, want to keep it to themselves. Sometimes you don't want to feel like you're a burden or whatever, or you just don't want everybody all up in your business. You know what I'm saying? You just want to do what you got to do, you know. But my condolences to him and his family. Now this one is really, really sad, because it's from somebody that we hold dear to our hearts in the Black acting world, the Black celebrity world. Just a beautiful Black woman, Regina King, you know, director, actor, producer, you know, all around just wonderful person, okay? She literally just celebrated her birthday. Shout out to Miss Capricorn. All right, we got another one. It's a whole bunch of Capricorns out there. I said, yes, bitch. Baby, this make me feel like I'm fat. Let me, I mean, I am, but it made me feel like I'm stuffed, okay? Y'all don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to fix my pants. But, anyway, moving on from that. So, girl, I had to move my belt. Y'all like, girl, what? Miss Regina King, she celebrated her birthday. And then her son celebrated his birthday like probably a couple of weeks later. And then 2 weeks after that, unfortunately, he passed away because he took his life in his own hand. By his own hands, I should say. His name was Ian Alexander Jr. And don't come at me, but I kind of remembered that she had a son, but I didn't at the same time until it came up. And he was only 26 years old, and it just made me feel so sad. And I think this hit home for a lot of people, because he was dealing with, I'm pretty sure he was dealing with some mental health issues, and depression was one of those. And, you know, people was talking about his last few tweets, and they were very cryptic and very worrisome, okay? And let me tell you this. Like I said, I brought up earlier, I deal with depression. I do. I don't know what Regina is feeling right about now, or any parent who had to lose a child before them. And your only child. That would mess me up so bad. And I just pray that she has a whole bunch of love and support immediate surrounding her. And I hope that, you know, she takes on to that, and she allows the people that's in her life to love on her and to support her, and to be there for her and to lean on. Because I think every time I hear about somebody losing a child, I think about my grandmother who lost 2 of her kids 4 months back to back in the span of 4 months. She lost my uncle, her only son, her baby boy. And then she lost my aunt. I just imagine the pain that she's going through and that she's still living with, because you know what? And to think about that, I've never seen my grandmother cry about neither one of those. And I know that she probably does it in private. And I never seen my mama cry about it either, but I do know that she probably, especially with my uncle, she did it in private. And I think that's where I get that from. I don't want nobody to see me hurt. I don't want nobody to see me crying or whatever. Even when I kind of tear up on here, I don't let those tears flow because I don't want y'all to see that. Okay, I don't want to be that person that be crying on camera and all this stuff. And when it comes to subjects about depression and emotional states being unstable, whatever, sometimes I can understand why people suffer in silence when it comes to that, because in some people's minds, and I know in my mind too, it makes you feel as though you're kind of weak, okay, that you can't get out of this. And I remember like the last time that I went to get my hair done, my stylist, they was looking at the Juice WRLD. I know we getting off topic, but it's all coming together. They was looking at the Juice WRLD documentary from Music Box on HBO Max. Look at that if y'all want to. It's really, really good, okay? And you can see the depression and all that stuff. And they was just, it was really good. But, you know, the main thing that he was going through, he was dealing with some mental health issues, you know, depression and all that stuff and, you know, whatever. And my stylist, what stuck out to me even right now, he was like, some people just want to be depressed. They like being depressed. And I was so fucking stunned that he said that I just really couldn't say nothing back. I just sat there like, my eyes literally went, because I had my mask on, but my eyes literally went, like, how can you say that? If we could get out of the state of being sad, get out of the state of not feeling as though we're worthy or nobody understands us and I don't understand what's going on with myself. I just want to be happy. I just want to be normal, whatever normal is. I just want to live freely. I just want to do this and do that and get out of this state of I just want to curl up in the bed and not do nothing and just hide away from life. And stop having these thoughts of, you know, probably doing something to myself, some harm or whatever. We would do that. Who would want to perpetually stay in that state, okay? And we have to watch what we say when we speak on these matters. And I'm not saying that I've ever thought about, you know, doing something harmful to myself, but I've been in a state of depression. Y'all seen me in a state of depression. Y'all heard me talk about it. And you heard me talk about my emotions just being all over the place or whatever. And I will tell you now, I'm still there, but not to the severity that I've been. Like, it's lessened, okay? And I just feel so bad that he had to go through that, and he felt that the only solution to get out of that or whatever it was that was going on with him was to, you know, go out by his own hands sooner than he needed to be, you know. And I just prayed that, like I said, Regina is getting the love and support that she needs and deserves. And it just makes me, my heart goes out to anybody that's dealing with this. Any parent, any person, anybody on this planet that's dealing with this, because it is hard. It is hard, and it is a lot. And with that being said, the way that I found out about this was, and I'm gonna put it out there because a lot of my notes come from B. Scott, lovebscott.com, the Jasmine brand, the Shade Room, the Neighborhood Talk, you know, Radar Online. That's where a lot of my stuff come from, okay? Now, when I first heard about what happened to Miss Regina King's son, baby, it was from B. Scott, okay? I follow them on social media, Twitter and Instagram. I'm a fan of B. Scott. Love her, love them down, okay? Love them down. But one thing, you can love a person or you can support a person, you can like a person, but you don't have to agree with everything that they do. This is the part about media and journalism and blogging that I don't like. And I'm not just going to call them out. I'm calling everyone out in the media. When a celebrity passes away, or somebody that's associated with that celebrity that you know is going to have a big impact on, and then they announce it as exclusive, as if it's this big thing that you need to be, oh, it's an exclusive, a death is an exclusive, whatever. I understand what you're trying to do, but it comes off very insensitive. And especially if the family has not put out a statement first. B. Scott and their team were the first one that I saw that broke the story. And what I did not like about how they did this was the fact that they said exclusive. Now, when normally, if you follow B. Scott, when they say exclusive, it's like they're dropping some tea. They're dropping some gossip or whatever, you know, that nobody else know about, okay? That's fine for that, but when you're announcing somebody's passing like this, especially somebody that's not considered a celebrity or whatever, why is it an exclusive? And then when you look at the article that they wrote on it, it was just a few lines. We can confirm from some sources that, you know, this happened to Regina King's son. No further updates at this moment. That's it. That's it. It was only like 2-3 sentences, okay? And I'm just sitting here like, wow. And a lot of people felt some way about this, okay? Because first of all, we get this from, and people try to make it a white versus black, you know, media or whatever. And it's not, because the white media get chewed up too. TMZ, when they did that stuff about Kobe, may he rest in peace. It's been 2 years, you know, him and Gigi, and everybody that was there, may they rest in peace. It's been 2 years, actually today, you know. And when they do stuff like this, even when the Bob Saget, you know, came out about his passing, TMZ was the first one to break that. And I mean, they was cutting their asses up. You gotta go on the right side of Twitter, okay? Baby, they was cutting his ass. They was cutting TMZ up, all right? So when B. Scott did this, and just by looking at the article and how it was very much lack thereof an article, you knew and I knew right then and there that it was literally just a race to be the first one to say that I broke it first. I did this first. And the people that's on the staff, a couple of them, they were trying to defend what they did, and it's just not really defendable because it looked very tacky. It looked very insensitive. It looked very, you know, like y'all didn't, if y'all wanted to break the story first, fine, but you didn't have to put exclusive on there, pin it and all this stuff, and it just came off very insensitive. And I was like, you could have at least waited for a family statement. The family statement went to People magazine, okay? People.com got it, you know, and a lot of people feel like they were forced to put this statement out at the time that they did because this article on B. Scott, you know, this is, Love B. Scott came out first. I don't know how true that is, but I feel as though they could have waited a little bit until at least the family released a statement and then put that in there. And I don't even know if they updated the story yet at this point in time and put the statement in there, but it just felt weird, okay? I know people was chewing them up in the quote retweets and in the retweets or whatever, but y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. I just feel some type of way when people break exclusive on somebody passing or whatever and the family didn't break it first. Let the family break it first, okay? I don't understand it like that. I want to be the first. And that's one thing about B. Scott that does bother me. When you listen to their podcast, they always have to say, well, I did this and I was the first that did that. We get it. You don't have to say that. You don't have to say that, okay? It's okay. You'll get your props and your credit where it's due. I understand that people been lacking giving you it, but you don't need to say that all the time. It comes off as cringy, okay? It really do. Moving on from that, oh my God, we got another passing. Mugler, okay? I'm just thinking about Legendary, and I'm thinking about some of the houses that I've seen in Ballroom, you know, the house of Mugler, okay? Is his first name Terry? I don't want to pronounce it wrong. It's Thierry. You know, famous fashion designer, French fashion designer, 73 years old, I believe. He passed away. You know, and we've seen his design. If you've seen Beyonce doing her I Am Sasha Fierce era, you know, you've seen her his designs on her. If you've seen Cardi B most recently, you've seen his designs on her. You've seen his design on Kim Kardashian. You can even go back to Naomi Campbell, to Diana Ross and Tracy Ellis Ross when they modeled and all of that stuff. And wow, that's a legend right there. Okay, that's a legend right there. I did not know he was so built like that. I said, damn, okay, cock D's whooping this bitch. But, you know, another fashion icon passed away. Last week was Andre Telly. This week is Mugler, and I don't know who else. Who else? Give us a goddamn break, okay? Just give us a goddamn break. 20 minutes into this goddamn video, and it's all been about people passing, and I don't like that. Let's just get up into some more stuff, okay? Girl, Adele, mama, I'm sorry, okay? Let me tell you something. I'm so glad at this point that I did not get no tickets for Adele. And it's not because of what happened. It's just because, you know, when you think about, because I probably would have wound up canceling it because of everything that's going on, and I would have got a refund if I could. Because of everything that's been happening with this pandemic and, you know, ramping up or whatever again, I probably would have just said, give me my refund, and I wouldn't have risked it. But I couldn't find no tickets anyway, so fuck it. But I feel bad for her, and I feel bad for the fans that actually did have tickets and they were actually about to go out there or had just came there and realized that there is no show. Adele had to cancel her show. She was doing like weekends at Vegas or whatever. I think from now until summer or March or whatever. Either way, it was going to do some weekends at Vegas. And unfortunately, she had to cancel. You know, she got on the internet. Mama put up a video, and you know, Adele, we would have believed you even if you didn't cry. But Mama hurt my heart. I just don't like seeing people cry regardless. I don't. I really don't. And you know that they are sincere. You know that they would not cancel if they didn't have to. And that's for anybody, man, woman, no matter who it is. And I understand how that you don't want to disappoint your fans. Mama was just, oh, she was hurt. She was hurt, okay? She was like, the show is not ready. The team ain't together. Half of the team, then the set and stuff just not together. Half of the team then got the virus, okay? Miss Gurdon came through and just wrecked shop, you know, and so they have to cancel everything and postpone it. And I do like the fact that some of the fans that were out there, they were able to get like a FaceTime phone call from her. Bitch, let me tell you something. Beyonce, what the fuck is my FaceTime? Let me stop. I take that back. I take that back. Bitch, let me see something. I guess you want to put out Ivy Park. You know, let me pause. It always segue into her, but I got to read her just about every fucking video because I don't understand what the hell is going on. It is 2022. Okay, baby girl, listen. What is happening? Like, you dropping these Ivy Park drops on Adidas back to fucking back. Baby, you so consistent in that. Bitch, I want you to be just as consistent with your fucking music, okay? I don't understand, girl. What's happening? What is happening, mama? Okay, you finna bring out something for Valentine's Day or whatever. Ivy Heart. Girl, I don't want that. I might buy some shoes or something or whatever. And if you got a little red pants or some pink pants, because I missed the last drop to get the pink jogger suit. I really wanted that. I'll fuck around and get that. Okay, y'all know I talk mess, but I'm still gonna end up buying something. I seen a pair of shoes. I said, girl, what the fuck is that? But you know, that's none of my business, and it wasn't for me, okay? It wasn't my ministry. It was for the girls, okay? And I'm just like, you dropping all these drops. Obviously, you contractually obligated to do it on this time schedule, okay? Within your contract with Adidas. That's cute. But what about your contracts to your fans with the music? You and Rihanna and every fucking body else are getting on my nerves at this point. Y'all getting on my goddamn nerves. Do y'all not want to do music no more? And if that's the case, just tell us. Just tell us. And we'll be fine. We'll be pissed for a minute, but we'll understand. Okay, like, I shouldn't have to worry. I shouldn't have to, like, bitch, when you doing something, okay? Girl, I'm ready to fucking go off. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to get my jig in. You know what I'm saying? Like, drop some concert tours, okay? I expect some tour dates to pop off towards the middle of spring so that the tour can start at the beginning of summer, okay? And it can end towards the middle or probably the end of fall, bitch, okay? That's what I want. That's what I'm expecting out of you, Beyonce, Giselle, Knowles, Carter, okay, girl? I'm not playing with you. Moving on from that, Adele, you will be the fuck all right. Moving on from that, let's get into some Bravo tea, bitch. Bravo didn't drop the trailer for Candy and the Gang, okay? I said, girl, this was the spinoff that I've been waiting for, okay? Now, on the one hand, I was like, now, which type of spinoff? Because they said that it was going to be with the OLG gang. So I was like, yes, I'm waiting for that because I just knew the aunties was going to give us something. And baby, in that little trailer, the aunties gave it to me. And it was Bertha, the one that said it was a skin that Ty set up for the bullshit. She was just sitting there like, she didn't. I said, bitch. And who was Joyce or one of the aunties going up in that trailer? And that lady told him, you better go to church. I said, Now, see, this is the difference. And I hate to do this, but we're going to have to compare and contrast. Portia shit, her stuff came out. And this is how Candy stuff going to be more well received. Because Candy and Todd is not going to be the one getting into the mess. It's going to be the staff, okay? They took them, they going to have their little stuff. But I'm pretty sure it's just going to be their staff, okay? Because they were all up in that trailer and a mess. And that's the type of mess that I'm here for. But, you know, Portia be all right. Portia be all right. But I'm looking very much forward to that. It premieres March 6th on Bravo. Speaking of Bravo, we also got to get into the fact that they finally released a statement the other day talking about, you know, they disappointed that they took too long. And I'm sitting here like, it was literally a little paragraph that they posted on, I guess, Instagram or whatever. And basically said that, I know some people are disappointed that we took too long to respond to this, the matter of Jenny, you know, from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City and her posts that came out that were racially insensitive and all of that. They fired the girl. They took all this time just to, and I know legally, okay, but still, they could have took a couple of days to get all that together if they was really about that. And if they really, that's how I feel. It didn't need to take a whole week or so. They could have did this in a couple of days, because what is it? What is this? You know, call the bitch up and say, this is you. We confirmed that it's you. You put your statement out saying that it's you. Okay, cool. So I know this contract is this. But we're 9 and 10 gonna fire you. You're not gonna come back for the next season. And then we'll handle the logistics after we put the statement out, acknowledging it. Okay, that's what they could have did. But who am I? Could have been, you know, other places or other ways to deal with things, legalities and all that stuff. But nobody is surprised. This is the outcome that, you know, everybody mostly wanted, because you have to suffer actions for your consequences, and, you know, well, consequences for your actions, I should say. Moving on from that, congratulations are in order to Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra. Okay, y'all remember what was it called? Quantico. Bitch, when Quantico first came out with Priyanka, that was the first time I ever seen her. I said, she fine. And then I said, you know what? This show was actually kind of good. Okay, the first couple of seasons were the best. They were the best. You know, the last season and a half, it kind of fell off, all right? But, yeah, they have became parents through surrogacy. And they kept that shit on the low, and I respect that. I respect that so much, okay? You ain't got to tell everybody your business. You really don't. And to be honest, you ain't even have to announce that y'all had the baby. Y'all just be walking outside one day and the paparazzi catch a picture and you be like, damn, who the baby? Oh, that's y'all. Okay, congrats, you know, and move on with it, all right? Kanye West apparently is asking for final edit and approval for the new documentary that what is that? Something got stuck in my throat. Okay. Girl, I ain't like the way that felt. All right, he wants some, final edit or whatever about his documentary that's supposed to be coming out on Netflix. He wants the approval of it. And he basically saying that they kicking him out the editing room. But I don't know. Like, he could be telling the truth. He could be telling a lie. It's a 3-part documentary series. I ain't even gonna sit here and lie to y'all. I'm gonna watch it because it literally, I just need some understanding, like, why Kanye is the way that he is at this point. And I don't know, Kanye, I'm gonna need you to and I don't even know if I mentioned this last week, but that Julia Fox, please try. I don't know what's happening. Okay, you can like who you like, you can love who you love, but you don't love this lady. We already know that. And at this point, she is like, I believe, his new muse. Okay, more so of a muse than a girlfriend. Because of the way that she's been, like, he's literally parading her like an object. I don't know. It's just weird. And she's weird. And, she had to respond to some claims that she was out here for clout or whatever, being with Kanye for clout and doing all this stuff with him for clout. She said, listen, I've dated billionaires, multiple billionaires throughout my whole life. Okay, so I ain't doing this for no clout or whatever. I said, just because you date billionaires or whatever, that don't mean that you don't need no clout. You ain't never dated no billionaire that was in the public like this. Okay, and why you had to bring up the fact that you dated billionaires? We just said that you was dating that nigga for clout. Okay, like, I don't know, it's just weird. To each his own. That's none of my business. But hey, the Fugees had to cancel their tour as well due to what's going on, allegedly. That's the statement that they gave. That's the reason that they gave. But honestly speaking, I never thought that the tour was going to come back after they had to postpone it after that first little special showing that they was extra late for, that they did up in New York. But hey, it's better to be safe than sorry, So, hey. There was a story that I caught that said a Georgia pastor and his wife were arrested on charges of false imprisonment after officials found 8 people locked in a basement. They were running an unlicensed group home. I said, wait a minute, what? They said, what happened? The police department had responded to a call about somebody having a seizure in the home, and they tried to get in, but the door to the basement was deadbolt. I said, wait a minute. So they had to go through a window just to get the people. And I'm just like, what? It was very much giving, if you ever saw Tyler Perry's Fall from Grace, that's what it was giving. I said, oh my God, look at this. Life is imitating art, but it's art imitating life, okay? Now you're trying to say that they not guilty or whatever, but baby, the proof is in the pudding. What is going on? Why these disabled people? And they said their ages was from like 25 to 65. And they was controlling their medications, if they was going to get the medication and food and all that stuff. It was crazy, okay? It was, I cannot imagine. That is some messed up shit. Do you know how fucked up you got to be to do some stuff like that? But hey, it is what it is. Y'all tell me how y'all feel. Jesse Williams, okay, y'all remember him, Jackson off of Grey's Anatomy, him and his ex-wife, girl, I thought they was done, okay? I thought he was moved on and he was with, what's her name, Lil Paige, is her name Paige? Mama from, Hit the Floor. There you go. Sometimes you just gotta phase out and think about it. Hit the Floor. She also played in Zola. Okay. I thought they was together. They still together, right? Hopefully they are. And it's been quiet about them. Next thing you know, ex-wife come out and she said, listen, she want to get full custody, I think. She want to get primary custody of the kids. Said that the actors' erratic behavior in conflicts with their co-parenting schedule. She wants primary custody. Y'all remember when they was going back and forth about who gonna get this, who gonna get that. Mind you, they've been together. I don't want to be in a relationship like this. And that's what scares me sometimes about relationship. you know somebody for so long, because they known each other for over 10 years. And I think it was like 13 years that they known each other. And then they were married for at least 5. And then they got divorced, and it just got real nasty, talking about the child support payments and, how much she deserved and all this stuff. And, it was one price, and then it got knocked down to another price. Now she wants to have primary custody because his schedule is erratic. It's conflicting with what they have going on. And I said, what is he doing? Because I ain't seen Tim in shit since Grey's Anatomy, okay? To be honest. I know he do the little social justice stuff, so that's cute and commendable. But what else is he in? Is he filming? He could be filming, so who knows? I don't know what's going on. I just wish that they would be able to get this together. Like I said, I don't want to be in a relationship where I've known you for multiple years and then we decide to part ways and we going at each other's throat like that. Because at one point, you love this person. And now you at each other's throat like you hate this person. I don't want to do that. But anyway, y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. Ari Lennox, I don't want to spend too much time on this. Ari Lennox, I just want Ari Lennox to get off the internet for right now, okay? Sometimes we let things get to us we shouldn't, because we can't change the minds of a lot of people. People are gonna feel the way that they feel. People are gonna act the way that they act. And people are going to be assholes. People are going to be good people. People are going to be jerks. You're going to have either or both, And unfortunately, you cannot spend all of your time on the internet trying to go back and forth with these people, to reason with them, to curse them out or whatever because they said some ignorant stuff to you. It's not going to be good for your mental health when you're already going through some stuff. She recently did a podcast interview with this person. I guess he's from South Africa or whatever. And he basically came out and said something like, so who fucking you not? So is there anybody fucking you right? They was talking about her songs. And some of her songs do talk about sex. But it's the way that he said it. And, I saw some of the responses from fellow South Africans who were basically like, who are familiar with this person. And they were like, this is what he does, okay? Well, obviously, it's still laced in a lot of misogyny, I should say. And a lot of the responses to Ari, because she was taken aback by it, is, the main thing is how you get upset that he asked you that, but you singing about your puss, you're singing about sex, you're singing about this and all this stuff. It don't matter what a woman or a person is singing about. It's a way that you can phrase that question. You didn't have to say it the way that you said it, especially when you don't have that type of relationship and that, you don't have that type of relationship with that person to be comfortable enough to say that to them like that, okay? And, I would say that Ari probably should have did a little bit more research about who this person was before she did this, before she got into this whole situation. I probably wouldn't have addressed anything. I wouldn't have tweeted nothing about it, because these celebrities have to understand when you have to pick your battle, okay? When you want to address certain stuff that some of us probably deem small, that probably would have went away, and other people on the internet probably would have got at it and took them down or cursed them out or whatever, so that you wouldn't have to, you have to pick and choose which one. This is something that I feel as though, she had every right to present and to, say something about, but it's what happened afterwards that I was not here for, because it just gave more attention to this person. And it just let in a whole bunch of negativity. And I was truly disgusted by everything that was displaying. And no shade to my South Africans who actually watch me. But the misogyny that was happening from some of the people, and it was mostly men. It was mostly men that were attacking her. Trying to use, oh, well, you sing about this and don't nobody know you, so why you getting up in your feelings and all this stuff? No, you don't know her. We know her over here. You don't know her over there. So that's why she was doing what she was doing over there, to get a wider range, probably a wider audience or whatever. But it's all about respect. And there was a lack of respect. And then she's going on all these rants about not wanting to be in the industry. And we've seen Aubrey do these things. And it makes me cringe every time I see an artist or whatever do something like that, because it's like, I know you're going through it, but just get off the internet, because that's adding fuel to the fire for these people to want to come and attack you even more, okay? I just want her to get off the internet for right now and to get herself together and not pay no attention to none of this shit. It didn't have to happen, and I don't blame her. I really don't blame her. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. Kelly Price called out R. Kelly's alleged girlfriend, mom, Jocelyn Savage mama, because she did an interview with Linnell, and she was just talking about how the culture of the music industry that she's seen, because she's in the industry, is that, you know, and I'm paraphrasing, and then you can correct me if I'm wrong, but she basically said that, you know, it was very common for some of these women to be backstage and trying to, you know, see these artists or whatever, or have their parents be back there to try to boost their career and get them there, somewhere along that line, okay? And it got to the point where I guess Jocelyn Savage, her mother, made a comment to her. What did she say? She said, Miss Kelly Price, for whatever reason, other moms were backstage or in business meetings at a studio. It doesn't give him the right to recruit for his cult. Let's say your mom was backstage and with you doing legitimate business move in the industry. Does that automatically mean you back there, not for your talents, but just a groupie? No, it does not. What he did to my family is inhumane, and all who knew about it should be brought to justice along with him. And she added the two people that turned a blind eye. I encourage you to tread lightly. I said, oh, this caused Miss Kelly Price to get on, you know, her live. Mama just got through dealing with Miss Girl, okay? And she was ready. Because what Kelly Price said is basically a hit dog just hollered. Because she didn't name names. She wasn't talking about them. She was just saying what literally goes on, okay? This is what she's saying. This is what is known. And she wasn't literally just talking about you. All right. And I guess, you know, oh girl, the mom has probably gotten a lot of backlash, and a lot of people, especially when that documentary came out. And I remember, like, they were saying that, you know, these parents, some of these parents have to be held responsible, because y'all the one that took y'all kids back there to see this person. And, you know, and they said, that's what they say, you know? So she felt some type of way. And Kelly said, don't you ever threaten me and tell me to tread lightly, okay? Because that's not what we're going to do, you know? I was like, wow. Kelly was just like, if you want to put that out there, you better be ready to come correct to me, okay? I wasn't talking about you. I didn't mention you. But if you want to hit dog holler, that's exactly what you did, okay? And if you want to make it about you, you can make it about you and your daughter. I don't know what went on or whatever. And she did say she didn't see a lot of stuff because that wasn't around her when she was back there with him. But I just feel as though, like she said, hit dog holler. That's what it is. And Kelly said, I'm not the one. I'm literally not the one, all right? Y'all remember Kelly Price up in R&B Divas. And speaking of R&B Divas, Nikki Gilbert gave an interview to the Jasmine brand, and she said that, you know, she got her own streaming platform that's coming back, that she's coming up with. And what she said, she hopefully wants to bring back R&B Divas. I think they want to reboot it, and I think put the old episodes on. Baby, let me just tell you this. I will be here for it. I don't know if it's a free trial, I'll go ahead and get the free trial, okay, and test it out and see how it is, because I will support mostly all my black stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just because. I don't care how people feel about Nikki Gilbert. I don't even care about the fact that she want to sue P Valley and them or whatever. You know, if it's something good, I'm going to support it. I'm going to support it all the way. You know, that's for anybody, okay? But especially if you're going to put my show up in there, y'all know we used to get down with R&B Divas, okay? R&B Divas was that motherfucking show, all right? And she said her and Selena really good friends now. They real cool now, okay? After all the shit they went down with them, I said, oh my God, you just unlocked a whole bunch of memories, okay? Selena Johnson, Monifa, Kiki Wyatt, Angie Stone was on there at one point, Latasha Scott, who else? Oh my God, Shantae Moore, you know? It was Jeffrey Roll. Y'all remember, I said, you know what? Speaking of Kelly Price, when Kelly Price was on that bitch and she came up in there with them Tims and that Vaseline and she was about to pull out that straight razor, I said, Miss Savage, you don't want that. You do not want that because she did that shit on camera. Just imagine what might happen if she do it behind the scenes with no camera shown. Okay, stop it. But would y'all be here for that? And if they do a reboot, which I hope they do, who do y'all see coming for R&B divas? I don't want to see none of these new girls or whatever. Not even the girls from 2010s or nothing. I want like 2000s and back, okay? That's what I want. Y'all tell me. Put down in the comments if y'all would reboot R&B divas. Who would y'all bring back? Or who would y'all put as the cast? And would you bring back any other past cast members? I actually like R&B divas Hollywood too. That's cute. I like that. It kind of turned me off of Golden Brooks because I just did not like the way that she was acting. Oh my God, the way that she came at Elise Neal about not wanting kids at the time that she did. I said, girl, how you gonna get pissed off at her because she don't want kids? Every woman don't want kids. Damn. Shit, that made me so mad. But anyway, moving on from that, R&B legend Bobby Brown is going to get a two-night biography docu-series that's going to come on featuring him, just like the Janet Jackson one that's coming on this Friday. Oh my God, what time is it coming on Friday? Because if it comes on at 8 o'clock, Love After Lockup gonna have to wait. I'm sorry, my girl comes first. I'm sorry. But he's getting a two-part docu-series just like that, but it's going to be on A&E, and it's going to be May 30th and May 31st. And if you're looking forward to the Janet Jackson documentary, it's coming on Lifetime and A&E, the same channels, okay, at the same time this Friday and this Saturday. But yeah, that's all. And I know, let me just put this at the end. I deliberately put this at the end because I honestly did not want to speak on it, and because I don't like speaking on issues or other fellow YouTubers or whatever. A real advocate or other belief that you shouldn't talk about or speak on people that's in your same group, in your same field. But in my field is doing YouTube, and you know, I don't want to talk about other creators and, you know, whether negative or positive like that. And I know people have been talking about this whole situation with a certain YouTuber. And all I got to say is, this is what happens. I just want people to take this as a lesson. I'm not getting on here to dog anybody. Just take this as a lesson. Once you come on YouTube, or, you know, you want to become this journalist or whatever, and we have to understand that there is a difference between a blogger and a journalist. Just because you have a blog does not mean that you are a journalist, okay? And you have to be careful with the things that you say. When we sit up here, like, you know, some of us, you know, I got my What It Is, and, you know, Rox got her top of the blogs, and, you know, Bondy Blue do her Bondy Blue updates and stuff like that. And we talk about entertainment news and stuff that's been out there. I know that, especially a lot of us, we research some of the stuff that we do, and we should research all of the stuff that we do. And if you notice, when I talk on things and you look at different people who do certain stuff like my What It Is or whatever in that realm, I may not speak on certain topics because either I'm not interested in the story or I just don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? There's been a couple of stories that have recently came out that I was just like, there's no way that that can be true. It doesn't even sound true. So I'm not even going to touch it. Even if somebody else is talking about it, I'm not even going to touch it. Just like that Drake situation. I'm not going to touch that because that don't even sound stupid. That sounds stupid. That don't even sound real. So why waste my time talking about it? You know? But we have to be careful that we are out here putting, you know, not putting out false information. And I know that there's been times where I probably said some things or whatever, but then I got corrected, and then I'll come back in the next video and be like, you know what, this is what really happened. No, what I said before, that really wasn't it, okay? But you also have to make sure that what you're putting out is something that was already out. And if it is something that, you know, is a lie or it comes out to be false, you have to make sure that you come out and you correct that, okay, for your own ass. You know what I'm saying? You can't be putting out false stuff, all right, and using it as fact. If you want to be up in this game of blogging or whatever, gossip blogging and all this stuff, it's okay to do that. It's okay to get the information and to put out this stuff. And, you know, as long as you vetted it out and researched it and realized that, oh, yeah, this is true. But it's wrong to go ahead and to put out stuff that's blatantly false. All right? You have to be careful with that. The thing that happened in that situation with this particular YouTuber and this Cardi B, it's making a statement. It's making a statement how sometimes we just have to bite the bullet and just let certain things go. It's not worth it. We have to be careful what we say. We have to credit people. If somebody wants us to take something down and is dealing with that particular person, we should be able to take it down, okay? If it's something that turns out to be false or whatever. I've had situations like when I used to review catfish, I have a couple of occasions where people from the family, you know, especially ones that you knew kind of wasn't wrapped too tight, or not wrapped too tight, but they wasn't all the way, you know, there like that. That either them or a family member, you know, because they've done better and they're getting themselves on track, they have contacted me to ask me, could I take, you know, my video down? And I did, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want no problem. And especially when it's a video from so long ago, ain't nobody watching them now. So it's no problem. You have to understand that it's not a good look to just be going after people, just to go after people. And then if you're going to do that, like, it's okay to report what's happening or whatever, but you can't just be making up lies. You can't be making up stories or whatever. I don't know what went on in that situation because I don't follow that particular YouTuber. The last time I watched that particular YouTuber was when they did the interview with Ariana Curry. And we also, let me just put this out here too. Speaking of that, we have to be careful. Okay, I feel as though we don't have to come on here and talk mess about everybody, okay? Call them out their names and all of that stuff, because especially after what happened in this verdict with Cardi B winning against this YouTuber, these people can come after you and just try to sue you for calling them out their name. So we have to be careful with what we say sometimes, okay? And I know we try to be funny and it's not malicious most times, but, you know, that doesn't mean that they're going to take it that way, okay? And I know it feel like we kind of be censored or whatever, but that's not really what it is. It's just, if you're going to put stuff out there, make sure that this is what it is instead of just putting out blatant lies, okay? I don't, it is what it is, okay? You did what you did. The person did what they did, and you had to suffer the consequences. And it's not, oh, people trying to tear her down, you know, she a black woman or whatever. No, it ain't got nothing to do with that. It ain't got nothing to do with that, because this happens with a lot of media outlets, okay? Where they have a legal defense team to combat lawsuits that come every day. I'm pretty sure TMZ gets a whole bunch of them. I'm pretty sure Wendy Williams probably got a whole bunch of them, because we know that Wendy Williams made up a whole bunch of shit sometimes, okay? So we just got to be careful. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so mad my boss just came up here. But anyway, you have to be careful with the stuff that you say and the things that you put out, because yes, you have freedom of speech and freedom of press, but that does not mean that you have freedom of consequences. And let that be that. Let this all be a lesson. I believe that this particular YouTuber will be okay. She will be okay. That judgment of 3.8 million. First, that bitch went from 1 point something to 3.8. Girl, I don't. That number alone just scared the fuck out of me, okay? I did my taxes the other day, and because I made a little bit, like a whole bunch more than I did usually on YouTube. Oh my God, the shit that I owe, because YouTube don't take taxes out. And just imagine that. I said, oh my God, bitch, I just got through having the IRS debt. Now I got another one because of this shit, but I'm not stressed out about it because I can afford to take care of it in a shorter time. But baby, girl, it's a lot. It's a lot. She'll get through it though. She'll get through it. I hope she learned her lesson. You know, I don't have nothing negative to say. It's not something to tear a person down or whatever and to gloat about it. It's just a lesson learned. It's a lesson that all of us can look at and be like, we have to be careful with what we put out. Yes, we have freedom of speech, freedom of press, but like I said, it's not freedom of consequences. All right. So you guys tell me how y'all feel about it, and I'm about to go fix my lunch. And is she still up here? Bitch, let me get the fuck up off of here. Anyway, y'all be good, okay? And I'll see y'all later. Peace.